I'd like to introduce.
Listen to the day by day, play by play. Day by day.
I'd like to introduce.
Listen to the day by play. Day by day.
I'd like to introduce.
Listen to the day by day, play by play. Day by day.
I'd like to introduce.
Listen to the day by day, play by play. Day by day. Listen.
I'd like to introduce.
Listen to the day by day.
Yo. Oh, let's turn it down just a little bit. What it do, what it is, what's the word, everybody? Ready to get right on YouTube right quick. And what's up, man? Happy Monday, happy Victory Monday, at least to those who can relate. My fellow Bird gang out there, go Birds. We got the dub. Wasn't pretty, wasn't easy, it never is. That's just the taxpayer's world of being an Eagles fan, but we'll get into that. Kels, what's good? Shout out to everybody tuning in. I haven't done the hold on, let's get these soundboards going, man. Let's get these soundboards going, man.
She belongs to the streets.
I wasn't ready. Yeah, this is a random pop-in, man. This wasn't scheduled. This was like a random pop-in. I just felt like getting some shit off my chest. Talking about this AJ Brown situation, talking about the halftime performance, Bad Bunny. Just a few things I just wanted to get off my chest, man. This was random, but we ready to kick it. Everyone on IG, Kels, shout out to my dog Kels on IG. Everybody on YouTube tuning in. Truly appreciate y'all. And we're going to get straight into it, man. Like I said, happy Victory Monday for those who can't relate. Did not mean to, no offense on that one, Kels. You know what I'm saying? Nah. No offense on that one. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna get it one of these days, Kels, and the Baltimore Ravens folk out there. Y'all gonna get it one of these days. And I'm gonna say this about that, and I'm glad you're here, Markel. My brother Markel, this is my brother, man. We've known each other over 10 years, met each other, 10th grade of high school. He's a Ravens fan who lives in Philly. And I grew up in Maryland. My whole family, aside from me, all Ravens fans. So I know more about the Baltimore Ravens than some Baltimore Ravens fans. I would say most. Like, I grew up in that Ray Lewis, T. Suggs, Ed Reed era. Fun fact, the only Eagles game, I've probably been to like 10 Eagles game. I've only been to one. Scant, what up?
She belongs to the...
We put the belt to ass. Scant was good. He a Bucks fan. The only time I've been to an Eagles game and we lost was in like 05, 06, 07, whenever it was, when Ed Reed had that record-setting pick six against us, against Kevin Kolb. That was the only Eagles game I've been to, and that was the first Eagles game I've been to when we lost. But I wasn't that mad because that play was a part of history, and Ed Reed, my favorite NFL safety of all time. I was salty, but it is what it is. But I just want to throw that out there. Ravens, I'm done talking about y'all, talking bad about y'all at least. And the only reason I did was because of this person in the chat, my brother Markel. What else, Scant? He's the only reason I talk shit about the Ravens. But I said, you know what? I don't want to get my energy involved with that. I'm going to let Markel have it. If he wanted to, and the only reason I did it because he talks crazy about my Eagles. Always has, always will. And I'm like, all right, you know what? You want to keep talking about the Eagles? Go ahead. I'm not going to talk crazy about the Ravens no more because I don't want that energy wearing off on my team. So you got it. All right, I'm going to just say this. Don't talk no more shit about the Eagles until y'all beat Patrick Mahomes. Kels, I'm going to say that. I'm going to leave it at that. All right. Hope everybody weekend was good. Mine was straight. Had a great watch. I'm recovering. I know. I noticed that your phone, when I text you, it went straight to green. I'm like, oh, he must have turned his phone off or something. It's all good though, brother. Y'all got plenty of time to catch up. Y'all 1-2. Y'all was 1-2 last year and still. What are y'all 1-4? Wait, what are y'all 1-3? Are the Ravens 1-3? No, hold up. Are the Ravens 1-3? Y'all are 1-3? Ew. Y'all are 1-3? No. Ravens are 1-3? Y'all got the same record as the Panthers. Ew.
This is a sick Negro.
Ew. Y'all are 1-3? And you got the nerve to talk shit about my Philadelphia Eagles and y'all are 1-3? I'm gonna just let it be. Here we go, Steelers. Day, y'all won yesterday, right? What are Steelers? Ravens are 1-3. Steelers are 3-1 at the top of the division. Wow. Wow. I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming. Wow. Day, what up? That's crazy. Okay, now you come in peace. All right, motherfucker. We'll see what happens when y'all start winning. We'll see what happens after the Eagles take our first L, which hasn't happened in damn near a year. We'll see what happens. You talking about something, you come in peace. We'll see. But anyway, we're going to get into it, man. Happy Victory Monday. If y'all on IG, I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna be doing some full screen things during this live that you can only see everything on YouTube. So if you want to check out everything, make sure you go over to YouTube. The link is in my bio. But if you're on IG, it's all cool. You just can't see everything that'll be on screen at some points throughout this live. All right, so we're going to get into it, man. But before we get into football talk, just want to shout out something that I seen on Instagram that was absolutely amazing. This was, I was just scrolling IG like I do, and I saw this, and I was like, yo, this shit is lit. I'm a big Future fan. I think he's one of the greatest artists of our time, not necessarily greatest rapper. Future's one of the greatest artists of our time. And I saw this video of this dude playing a trumpet of Solo by Future and thought it was amazing. Had to shout him out and want to play it on my show. Here we go. This is absolutely amazing. Is this not one of the hardest shit you ever seen? From the trumpet to the rain to like where they're at on the docks, like how it's echoing. One of the hardest shits I've ever seen. Show our boxing champ. We're doing an interview on Friday. Me and Dangerous Daryl Bagley doing an interview on Friday. Man, can we talk about women having homeboys? Hold up, man. Hold up. I gotta, hold on. Where's this at? Oh, where's the, Go Birds. Key, what up, Key? Go Birds. When we stop caring about winning. You already know, Key. Man, I can't pull up my IG comments on here, but Day said, how you feel about, or can we talk about women having homeboys? Yeah, we could spend a quick second talking about that. I don't know why IG comments aren't popping up on my comment feed, only YouTube. Women having homeboys, what are your thoughts on that? We could spend a quick minute on that. Women having homeboys, as in like best friends, platonic. I don't know, man. That could be a slippery slope. If you ask me, every dude at some point, whether it's major or mild, if you're an attractive woman and you like have a homeboy at some point, more than likely, I would say like 75% chance, 75% of the time, that homeboy is trying to crack. That's my thoughts on it. I'm not a big fan of it, but I have a lot of women friends. I didn't, sleep with all of them. So, I don't know. It probably will come down to when that situation presents itself, but I'm not crazy about it. But, I get it. You just can't trip if I do that. But anyway, we're going to get back to it. If you're just tuning in, I just went over real quick one of the best videos I've seen on IG this week. This dude playing a Future song, Solo by Future on trumpet. It was amazing. So in the comment section, I saw a comment to this video that said Solo is easily top 5 greatest Future songs of all time. And it had me thinking, what are, according to Day by Day, Day at Night, what are the top 5 greatest Future songs of all time? And it really had me thinking. I'm not going to lie. coming up with a top 5 greatest songs by Future. This was the most difficult top 5 I've ever had to come up with. I wanted to do 10, but it would have been way too easy to do 10. Choosing 5 Pluto songs, 5 top 5 Pluto hits was very difficult, but I did it nonetheless, and I think I did a good job at it, so I'm about to share it with y'all. Like I said, if you're on IG, you're not going to be able to see the list. You can hear me, but you can't see it. You got to go over to YouTube to actually see the list. But anyway, we're going to get into it. This is the top 5 greatest songs by Future. Coming in at number 5, and let me tell y'all, with this, I wanted to do no repeats off of an album. So only 1 song per album. I couldn't have 2 songs off of the same album or mixtape because that would have been too easy. All right. Coming in hot, number 5, Throwaway. I think Throwaway was like that introduction of Toxic King, Toxic Future that we got. This was after him and Sierra got divorced. This was after he took like a hiatus. He didn't make music for a while, and he came back with that Monster mixtape, and it just had people like, yo, what the fuck? I think Throwaway, and we all know like that second half of Throwaway, like where he was like, go on, fuck the nigga, get it over with. Like that shit was legendary. It came from out of nowhere, and that really put Future on the map as far as that toxic trick that he put into this music that really makes it so good. So at number 5, we have Throwaway from the Monster mixtape. That was a great mixtape. All right, number 4, we have Deeper Than the Ocean. Now this was off of, what is it, Astronaut Status album, Deeper Than the Ocean. A lot of people might not even know about this joint right here, but this was on the same album with Birds Take a Bath, and like it has some great songs on here. But Deeper Than the Ocean, that guitar solo alone at the end made this one of his greatest hits of all time. If you hit the Deeper Than the Ocean, then you know what I'm talking about. This one was a vibe the whole way through. Great song. It was a good album. I think this was before Monster, so this was like pre-Future that we have now. Deeper Than the Ocean, great song. All right, number 3, coming in hot. I get Mad Zooted. I got this bad thing I recruited. Percocet and Stripper joint. The way that joint come in, I mean, it's untouchable, bro. I feel like Future just in general, like he comes in great with his songs. That's what really makes a lot of his songs great. The way that he comes into the song. Pause. Percocet and Stripper joint really is top 2 for me, but the top 2 I had to put in the top 2 because numbers alone speak for themselves and they hold a lot of weight, so I couldn't, overlook that. But Percocet and Stripper joint will probably be my personal favorite Future joint of all time. But the top 2 I couldn't ignore because the numbers are so high on both songs. Percocet and Stripper joint, great track. That's number 3. Number 2, greatest song by Future, we have March Madness. This album, 56 Nights, mixtape I should say, 56 Nights mixtape, what the fuck? I remember the exact place I was when I first heard the 56 Nights mixtape. I was in New Rochelle, New York. I was in college. I was at Monroe College and walking to class, and it's a short mixtape. It only has like 7 songs, and I remember listening to it and being like, yo, Future is the fucking greatest. Like, I wanted to put 56 Nights, the song, I wanted to do that instead of March Madness, but March Madness is the more known song off of there. I personally like 56 Nights, the song, a little bit more, but March Madness was great. It's one of his greatest songs of all time. I mean, he starts it off by saying, dress it up and make it real for me. Still don't know what that shit means. You know what I'm saying? But it's still one of the hardest bars to start off a song of all time. Dress it up and make it real for me. So without a doubt, March Madness is top 3, number 2, top 2, but not number 1. The number 1 greatest song of all time by Future is Mask Off. Mask on, fuck it, mask off. And how ironic was it that, like, when COVID came out and we had to wear masks, that revived this song even more. But Mask Off, especially according to numbers, Future's greatest song of all time, to this date, has 1,945,438,400 streams. As of now, it probably went up about 200 since I said that. But as of now, it has 1 billion, close to 2 billion streams alone. Mask Off. You can't deny the numbers. Mask Off, one of the greatest, or not one of the greatest songs of all time, but definitely the greatest Future song song by Future of all time. So that's my top 5 list. Top 5 greatest songs by Pluto. Throwaway at number 5, Deeper Than the Ocean at number 4, Percocet and Stripper Joint at number 3, March Madness at number 2, and Mask Off at number 1. Let me know what y'all got. Let me know what's y'all favorite Future song of all time. Let me know what y'all think about my top 5. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it right? Is it wrong? Let me know what you think. If you agree, disagree, holla at your boy.
Sensational.
All right, moving on. We're going to get back into football, mixed with entertainment, if you would. So it came out this weekend that Bad Bunny is going to be doing the Super Bowl 60 halftime show. What are your thoughts on that? Drop a comment, call in, send a text, 202-599-6992. Let me know what y'all think of Bad Bunny doing the halftime show for Super Bowl 60. Shout out to my dog Keys, solid top 5. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that, man. Said solid top 5. Let me shout out to my dog Keys, solid top 5. Appreciate that, bro. Yes, sir. All right, Bad Bunny. Doing Bad Bunny for Super Bowl 60. I'm gonna be honest. I know 2 Bad Bunny songs. I know he's popping like globally. Legendary, Markel. I already knew you was gonna say Legendary to Bad Bunny. I knew you were like that. Shit, I think you're the only nigga I know that speaks Spanish. That's my brother right there, man. Yeah, nah. As far as a global scale, you can't deny the facts, man. Bad Bunny is one of the greatest entertainers, artists in the world today. Like, his global impact is insane. I only know 2 songs, but those 2 songs are like very, like, them shits get me going. I don't know what he's saying in it. La da 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 fuego, fuego, fire. I mean, I know what fire, fuego, hot fire, whatever. That joint goes crazy to this date. It was this one Dominican joint I used to mess with. I remember the first time she played that shit when we was in the car. I was like, shorty, what the fuck is this? So I think he'll do good. He'll probably do a lot of songs in Spanish. I won't know them all, but long as it's a good show. I just want a good show. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's, Bad Bunny. It could be fucking, I don't know, a country singer. Long as it's a good show, I don't care. I'm not tripping. But I'm going to tell you who is tripping. And Key he said the white's big mad. I would say the MAGA folk are big mad about this. I mean, think about it. Last year they had Kendrick Lamar, and we all know how that went. Like, Kendrick Lamar kind of had like it's Kendrick, first off, he does rap, but he, had like a revolutionary kind of like represented a lot of different things going on in the world with Black America in his performance. And a lot of MAGA folks did not like that. So to go from that to Bad Bunny, who he's American, but he's Puerto Rican, I believe, Puerto Rican descent. He was born in America, but he's Puerto Rican. He has a lot of music in Spanish. Oh, them MAGA folk gonna be sick about this one. They probably calling ICE right now to try to get him up out of here. But long as it's a good show, I don't care. They're gonna be mad, but hey, if they ain't mad, if they ain't hating, you ain't doing something right. So shout out to Bad Bunny for that. I hope it's a good show. I think it's gonna be a good show. Looking forward to it. I'm pretty sure, it's gonna be some very lively music and people going. IG, Markel, they just bought EA. I saw that. Who bought EA? It was like some big, I forgot. I don't want to misspeak on it, but we can look it up right quick. Who bought EA? Bought EA Sports. To go private. $55 billion. God damn. $55 billion. Okay, so Saudi Arabia and Trump's son-in-law. Oh, so Trump and Saudi Arabia. Okay, that's why you said that. All right, that's interesting. Long as no one mess with GTA 6, but GTA 7 might be very interesting. We'll see how that goes, but shout out to Bad Bunny. All right, we ready to get into it, man. The whole point of this show, as you can see, as you know, if you don't, I'm a big Philadelphia Eagles fan. Go Birds. I believe that we can repeat and win the Super Bowl back-to-back years, but it's going to be tough. Just a real quick talk about the Bucks game. I saw most of the Bucks game. I was pretty intoxicated too, so I remember most of it, but not all of it. But, we won the game, and everyone seemed to be satisfied with us winning except for A.J. Brown. And this is nothing new. This kind of dates back to last year, where even though we were winning, 2 years ago, honestly, just like the third year in a row, where even though we're winning, you know, AJ Brown is letting it known that he's not happy with what's going on as far as his targets and him being an asset in our offense. Now, I'll say this. I think he has the right to be upset that he's not being utilized or feel some type of way. I don't know about upset because, like, fuck, bro, we're winning. We're 4-0. We're on the right path to repeat as Super Bowl champions. But even after the Super Bowl last year, like, you know, he kind of put a post out where, long story short, he said he likes to be a contributor. He didn't necessarily say he wanted to leave Philly. He just said he likes to be a contributor, even though we won. That wasn't a bad thing. I mean, the dude is good. He wants to use his skills. He's not getting any younger, so he doesn't have forever to do such. And, you know, rightfully so. He's top 5 wide receivers in the league. So it makes all the sense for him to want to do that. But the problem that a lot of people have is when he does that and we're still winning. You know, Jalen Hurts kind of really embodies that winning is the main thing. And I think he got that from Saban over at Bama. And he brought that to Philly to the point where it's contagious and it rubbed off on Eagles fans. Like the Eagles fan base, like we adopted Jalen Hurts' mindset where it's all about winning. That's why we don't care that people leave Hurts out of the top 5 discussion. I mean, we care, but we're not losing sleep over it because he just got us a Super Bowl and he's a Super Bowl MVP. So we want to win. That's what it's about in the Philadelphia community, if you would. And AJ just isn't necessarily giving off that same vibe. And another thing, since we're talking about the Super Bowl, one thing that I really noticed during the Super Bowl last year, mind you, we're whipping the Chiefs' ass. And I remember one play where Hurts threw a back shoulder to AJ and was off. And I don't think he scored at this point. And AJ was upset. Mind you, we're whooping the Chiefs' ass. The ball didn't get to him like he wanted to, and he was upset. And I just remember getting mad at that moment. Like, what the fuck, AJ? We're beating the Chiefs' ass. You're going to get some touches, but relax. And he ended up getting a touchdown after, so he felt better. But it's like, yo, it's tough, man. Because, you know, we should use him more. And we should get him open more. We should scheme for him more, but it just hasn't panned out like that. And some people like Cam Newton and Michael Irvin are saying that A.J. Brown is mad at Jalen Hurts. No, I think he's mad at Kevin Patullo, our offensive coordinator, because we only got him schemed to get him open one game, and that was against the Rams in the second half last week. Other than that, it's like the same 2-3 routes. You know, our offense is very bland. I'll say this about our offense. Yes, we're 4-0, but I think we're only 4-0 because we have such good players that it makes up for the lack of offensive scheme. Like, we do not have a good offensive scheme. We don't. But we have one of the best O-lines, if not the best O-line in the game. We have Jalen Hurts, a winning quarterback. We have Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, Dallas Goedert. Like, we have weapons so we can make up for not necessarily scheming to have a good offense. Now, can that get us a Super Bowl? I believe so, at least this year. We can't do that every year to where we're just, you know, so good that this year it may work, but our offense is bland as fuck. Kevin Patullo is not a good offensive coordinator. This was another bad hire within an organization where we should have went outside, just like Kevin Johnson 2 years ago. So it's not on Jalen Hurts, you know, it's Kevin Patullo not scheming AJ, but at the same time, AJ, we're winning. But, you know, this Bucks game, he had 2 catches for 7 yards on 9 targets. And he just wants to be used. So I don't know how to feel about this. I really wish he didn't put it out there as much. It's good to be, you know, kind of heated. I'm pretty sure Smitty doesn't feel all that good about having under 50 yards on the season, I think. But I'm pretty sure he feels good about winning, and I know he wants to win another Super Bowl. I can't say the same about AJ. I think AJ would rather have the stats than winning another Super Bowl. And it may happen. I think he may actually end up getting traded this year, and he may go to a team that's not in the Super Bowl contending window, and he'll get his stats. But then they'll be like, okay, AJ, you got what you wanted. Now, if y'all don't win, don't say nothing. It reminds me of Tyreek Hill. You know what I'm saying? Like, he went to a team, got the money, but he's not winning. Now he's complaining when he left Patrick Mahomes. Markel said, it's tough being great. Yes, it is. That's the heart of a real competitor, and he shows up every time. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. He always shows up, and he's a beast. He's a beast, top 5 receiver. But again, could you really – let me ask you, Markel. You played running back, and you know you're a great running back. but you get maybe 30, 40 yards in the game, but y'all win, you're 4-0. Are you going to feel some type of way? Whenever we interview Saquon Barkley, he says the same thing. You could tell he genuinely means it. Saquon cares about winning. That's it. That's all he wants to do is win. When it's AJ, is I'm not being utilized, or matter of fact, let's just pull up the tweet that he said. So this was a tweet after the Bucs game where he got 2 catches for 7 yards on 9 targets. He tweeted this photo or lyrics, quote, if you would, from the Bible, I believe. Says, if you're not welcomed, not listened to, quietly withdraw, don't make a scene, shrug your shoulders, and be on your way. But we have a phone call. Thanks for calling Day or Night. You are live. Who is this and where you calling from?
What's up, Brody? It's Markel, bro, calling from Philly, dog.
Kels, what's good, man?
Calling from Philly, but not a Philly fan. Make sure we document that, all right?
Yeah, clearly. You're what team do you like, so that we can be clear with that?
Hey, that's not what I'm calling about. All right, look. Hey, look.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Me as a running back, bro, if I was to get 30, 40 yards, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, bro, we could win, right? But if it becomes contract season, bro, and my numbers ain't looking, you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, brother, the NFL is a team sport, but it's also an individual accomplishment sometimes, too, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's interesting.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. You said the contract part. So you want to be able to produce and prove that you're contract worthy. I don't think that's a problem with AJ.
Yeah, man.
I don't think that's a problem with AJ.
Nah,
I'm pretty sure every team knows AJ's capabilities, even if he only has 1 game out of the last 4 to show that. Like that game against LA, that's AJ Brown in a nutshell. How he's catching it on dudes, throwing dudes down. That's AJ. So I think teams know.
Football ain't a lifetime thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You only get a certain amount of years, man, and if you're not producing at the best of your ability, knowing what you can, you know what I'm saying? Like, imagine if in his mind, bro, he trying to chase records, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he feel like he could do it. You know, time is of the essence, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I ain't mad at that at all, man.
Yeah.
It's past college, bro. You know, it's their job, bro.
Yeah, and I get that, and I mentioned that as far as the time, because that part does make sense. He doesn't have forever to do what he has to do. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's between 28 and 30 years old. He doesn't have, all the time left. And that does make sense. Well, let me ask you this then. Despite him, only having 1 game over 100 yards, the previous game, 2 catches for 7 yards, do you think that it's justifiable for him to be publicly upset and even kind of hinting towards wanting to leave despite being 4-0 and being favorited to win the Super Bowl?
I mean, in a business standpoint, probably not, right? But at the end of the day, whenever somebody do something, bro, that's them. That's the kind of person they are. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He don't know how to handle that situation to somebody else's standard. He handled that situation to him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So how somebody perceives it, that's upon them. But you can't be upset with somebody that's open.
Yeah, I think it's just people questioning, does he want to win or does he want the stats? And it's fair for him to say he wants the stats because, like you said, that's him. That's what he wants to do. He's his own person. He has every right to do and feel that way. But I don't think that's meshing well with the Eagles culture, because if you ask Saquon Barkley, whenever he gets interviewed, he says the same thing. I just want to win. I don't care how it look. Saquon, clearly productivity compared to last year has taken a decline, but he's still, and you see it in every clip on social media of the Eagles. Anytime we make a big play, Saquon is the most hyped person ever. Like every clip, you see Saquon, he's hyped. Sure. He really wants to win.
Hey, bro, they asked him if he wanted to get back in the game to break the record, to break his personal record. He was like, nah, man, let them eat, yo. I'm good.
Yeah, because he knew that him being healthy had a better contribution towards us winning the Super Bowl, which it did.
1,000%. 1,000%.
Yeah.
But you can't hate on somebody for wanting to be great, man. I get it, yo. I get it, dog.
Yeah, I get it too, and that's
if I feel like I'm a world class athlete, I'm gonna want the ball, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not here to block, bro. Like I would have been an O lineman. I would have ate a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
You know
even
what I
think
mean?
I don't even think it's that because we try to throw the ball, but like I said, man, our offensive scheme is just so terrible. We're not scheming to get him open. He's running like the same 3 routes. So I think he's more so upset with how we're trying to get him the ball. I don't think he's upset at Jalen. I don't think he's necessarily upset at the Eagles and
Yeah,
all.
no, not at all.
But
Hey, bro.
we're not scheming to get him open at all, especially compared to last year, man. Like we took such a L when we got not got
Hey,
rid
yo,
of, but when
and then,
Kellen Moore left.
yo, people are slightly delusional thinking that, yeah, he said this to the media, but I'm for sure him and Jalen talk, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it don't stop with the media. You know what I mean? Like, it don't, you know.
Yeah, you ain't got to be all
Them-
buddy.
them
You ain't got to
boys-
be all buddy with somebody. You're my brother, but we talk to each other like we hate each other sometimes. But that's
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's just our relationship.
people would genuinely think that we hate each other, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'd be like, bro, shut up, I'll slap the shit out you, little ass nigga. But that's
Hey, yo.
love. That's love.
hey, yo, I'd never forget when I called you, bro. I was recording that joint on FaceTime, bro. I was like, yo, watch this. He's not going to pick up. You picked up. You was like, fuck your video, bitch, and hung up.
Hell yeah, I remember that. I was like, you ain't finna get. I already knew what it was. I was like, you ain't finna get me for no content. Fuck
That
out
was
of
a
here.
good joint, yo. Hey, yo, real quick, too, bro. I want to shout out Daryl, bro, for succeeding in his professional debut. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Daryl for going 1-0, bro. It was amazing, bro. The ref stopped the fight. Daryl put the hurt on that boy, man.
Shout
I
out
was going
to
to shout out Daryl real quick, you heard?
dangerous Daryl Bagley, man.
You heard?
Got
He
his
did his thing, bro.
Got his first victory in his professional boxing debut.
Yes, he did. Yes, he
Yeah.
did. Yes, he did. It was amazing, bro. Shout out Daryl, man.
Yeah, we're doing
All right,
that.
Brody, I just wanted to let you
Go ahead.
I just want to let you know, you know what I'm saying? Keep doing your thing, Brody. I'm here, you heard?
Appreciate you, man. As always, bro. I love you, man. Stay safe, bro.
Love you more, bro. Yo, and the reason I lost my voice, bro, because I was at Daryl Jones screaming, bro.
I already know. Yeah, you told me you good.
Yeah. That Jones crazy, man. But stay blessed, bro. I'm still tuned in, Brody.
Appreciate it, man.
You already.
Yeah, shout out to Dangerous Daryl Bagley. That's my brother right there, man. Professional boxing debut, got the victory. In the first round knockout. Man, I know I talked to him this morning. He's still kind of on that high about that. So shout out to Daryl. But yeah, to close out things with the AJ Brown situation. Damn, yo, it's crazy. I remember the moment we got AJ Brown. I was so happy. I was in Charlotte. I was moving. Was I moving? Yeah, I was packing up because I was about to move apartments. And I was with my friend Mallory. Shout out to Mallory. She's an Eagles fan too. Has been for 2 years now. I remember we was just chilling in my apartment, packing some stuff up, and out of nowhere, I just yelled loud as shit. And she was like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? And I was like, yo, we just got AJ Brown. And man, like, we don't get me wrong. We would not have went to the Super Bowl in 2023, and we would have not won last year's Super Bowl without AJ Brown. But it's tough when the whole team, the whole community, the whole fan base, the whole organization is really fixated on winning being the main thing, and it's not for one of our best players. Winning isn't the main thing for AJ Brown. His numbers, clearly, obviously. I'm not saying he's a bad person for that because that's him, and he's letting it be known at least. I personally don't think he's going to last a full season with the Eagles. I think he's going to be traded at some point. And that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. But I think it's going to happen because Smitty isn't making this noise. Saquon isn't making this noise, and he doesn't have nearly as many yards as he had last year. But we're all excited about winning, and he's not. And you can't have an unbalance like that within the locker room, within a team that's 4-0. You can't have that. So, I wish this wasn't the case, but it is. But he's letting it be known. He's his own man. I got to respect that. But I don't think he's going to last all 2025 with the Eagles. I think he'll be traded at some point. Probably go to, the Patriots. Because him and Mike Vrabel have a good connection. So, hey. My bad, Joe. My goddamn dog. But, yeah, so that's my thoughts on A.J. Brown's situation. Think he'll be traded. That's my guy. It's his jersey that I'm wearing. Hope it's not the case, but we're winning, but at what cost? Our offensive scheme is terrible. Our offensive coordinator is ass. He needs to either move along or give the keys to Nick to call the plays. I don't know, but our offensive play calling is very terrible, very bland, but we're winning. And I think that's because we have players that are good enough to compensate for a lack of offensive scheme and actually, you know, just be better than the person across from us and win every week. I think we can still win a Super Bowl like this, but that'll be it. We're not going to be able to win multiple Super Bowls like this. Like, if we win a Super Bowl this year, I don't care. Kevin Patullo still has to go somewhere else. We have to get a better OC. Man, I think the biggest L we took in this offseason, it wasn't Milton Williams, wasn't Josh Sweat, wasn't Slay, wasn't Isaiah Stewart, none of that, wasn't Mekhi Becton. It was Kellen Moore. I mean, he was him and Shane Steichen were our two greatest offensive coordinators, and, you know, neither one of them stayed. Kellen Moore was here for 1 year, but he wanted to get his money. I'm not mad at it, and he's in New Orleans eating good food, messing with them Creole biddies, so can't be mad at it, but it is what it is, man. We'll see what happens. We got the Denver Broncos next week. I'm gonna live stream that game, react to it. Was supposed to do this week, but I fucked up. That was my bad. I had some friends in town that I wanted to visit, so I just had to push back the live stream, but we're going to be at it next week. If you tuned in, whether you're on IG, YouTube, not Twitch. I'm not on Twitch today, but IG, YouTube, appreciate y'all. Make sure that y'all tune into the new episode I dropped with DJ Luke Nasty on the podcast. One-on-One was a great episode, great interview. And we're back at it with things, man. This is Day at Night, every Monday and Friday night. Friday night, we're going to be on from, let's say, 8 to 10. I'm going to get like 2 hours in on Friday. We're going to be lit with it. But, and yeah, Friday night, I'm going to interview Dangerous Daryl Bagley, who made his boxing debut, 1-0. I'm going to get his interview in on Friday. He's going to be on here. So make sure that y'all tune into that. And wherever y'all at, stay safe, stay sane, but most importantly, stay blessed. This is Day at Night, and I'm out. Peace.